Houndsley and Catina. Chapter 1, Plink. Chapter 2, Crash. Chapter 3, Plunk. Houndsley loved to cannon. Each spring he waited to the first warm day to take his cannon out on the lake. His friend Bert usually went with him, but this year Bert couldn't not go. "My aunt is in the hospital," said Bert. "I am going to visit her." "You are the great new pearl," Houndsley replied. "I will give you some vegetable soup to take with you." "Does it have worms?" Bert said. "Anamasha is fond of worms." "It does not," said Houndsley, "but I could put some noodles in it." She can go cannon because she's aunt is in the hospital, so when she needs to visit her. "Noodles are almost as good as worms," Bert said. "Thank you, Houndsley." After Bert left, Houndsley wondered who else he might have asked to go canoeing with him. He could invite her best friend Catina. He will go doing everything with Catina. Everything, that is, but canoeing. For some reasons, whenever they went to the scream of understand that for Houndsley joins canoeing when the boat's sails glide over the water. Okay, it is not from the moment Catina fed the foot in canoe. Houndsley couldn't not hear the birds of the plink plunk in the paddles. All he could hear is Catina's voice. "I wish she would stop talking," Houndsley thought. Suddenly, canoe was caught in the thick of passing boats. Up down it went the wavy water. "Oh," Catina cried. "Hold on," cried Houndsley. Catina gripped the paddle and clamped her eyes shut. "Are you all right?" Houndsley called out to Catina when the water slanted down. Catina nodded her head but didn't not say a word. Alas, Houndsley couldn't enjoy the piece of the quiet he wanted. But now that his wish had been granted, he began to worry. "What is wrong with Catina?" he thought. "Why has she stopped talking?" Chapter 2, Crash. One morning, Houndsley was walking in his garden when he heard a honk. Mimi was delivering the mail. "I have a packet for you," Mimi called out. "It's so big that I will need your help." Just then, Catina came by on her bicycle. "What is it?" Catina asked. "I don't know," said Houndsley. "It's a surprise." He opened the envelope that He was on the outside of the box and read the notes inside. Dear Cousin Houndsley, I was going my spring clean and found this. I don't use it anymore. I seem to remember that you do not have one. Now you do. Have fun. Love, Cousin Waxter. A bicycle! Catina cried out when the box he had opened it. Houndsley didn't say anything. He thought it was a bicycle he had just given away the spring cleaning. Cousin Waxter had forgotten Houndsley owned a bicycle because Houndsley had never ridden it. Bike is one of my favorites to do, Catina exclaimed. We have never done it today, Houndsley. What is that? Before Houndsley could answer, she went on. Well, there is no time like the present. Let's go for a ride. Houndsley looked down at his feet. Perhaps we couldn't go next week, he said to Catina. I have to plant my garden and you can plant your garden this afternoon, Catina said. I'll help you. It might rain, Houndsley said, his soft and rose petal voicing growing softer with each word. There is no cloud in the sky, Catina replied. Mimi, wouldn't you like to go with us? We have more mail to deliver, said Mimi, but thank you for asking. I'll go with you, said a new voice. No one had seen Bert arrive in his house. Next door, I'll take my bicycle. Well, it's really a tricycle, and be right back. Oh dear, thought Houndsley. I do not want to go to a ride. But how do I say no? A few minutes later, the three friends set off. Catina led the way, followed by Bert. It slowly by Houndsley. Houndsley whimpered, Houndsley wobbled. Houndsley's feet flew up in the air. Crash! Houndsley landed the cluster and arleria bushes. He held on to his helmet while his upside-down bicycle wheels went spinning. Are you all right? Catina cried it. Houndsley nodded. Houndsley, said Bert. Do you not know how to ride a bicycle? Feeling his face grew hot. Houndsley said it almost a whisper. How did you guess? Bert began to laugh. Catina laughed too. As soon as Houndsley was laughing so hard, tears came on his eyes. Let's try, said Bert, when they were done laughing. You can begin with 3 wheels. And before you know it, you really will be ready for 2. Okay. Chapter 3. Houndsley packed the picnic lunch. and the three friends went on the long bicycle ride. He felt much safer as Barrett's tricycle, and it wasn't long before he was willing to try his one two-wheeler again. "You're doing it!" Bert cried as houndsley paddled down the country lane. Houndsley wavered, and houndsley wobbled, but houndsley stayed it on the azalea bush and even stopped his bike himself. And they spread the lunch on the blanket houndsley had packed. Houndsley did not want it to hurt his friend's feelings, so he said, I'm not sure I do. I don't like water," Catina admired. "I do not know how to swim. But you have gone canoeing with me many times," said Houndsley. "You have to be nervous every time?" Catina nodded. Bert passed the pickle. "It does not sound like fun." Houndsley understood. "And I will teach you how to swim," Houndsley told Catina. "They will go to the lake tomorrow. Can you come with us, Bert?" "Yes," said Bert. The next day, Houndsley, Catina, and Bert went to the lake. "You are very good at dog paddles," Houndsley told Catina. "Thank you," said Catina. Soon the third friends took the canoe on the water. Their paddles pinked and punked. The bird called the swoop overhead. The pine and water edges. No one said a word, not even Catina. So we read all of Houndsley and Catina. So bye-bye.